Hello, I'm Bill LeMay, and thank you for watching Community Matters. We hope you'll continue to watch as we discuss issues facing our community and provide you with the resources and information needed to find solutions. The Green Chair Project in Raleigh furnishes homes for individuals and families transitioning from homelessness, crisis, or disaster by providing furniture and household essentials, turning empty houses into comforting homes, and fostering stability and dignity for neighbors in need. They accept donations, process items with volunteers, and partner with other agencies to get beds, furniture, and kitchenware to people who need them, helping them create a fresh start. With us now to tell us all about the Green Chair Project is Chief Executive Officer Ray Marie Czuhai. And Ray Marie, thank you for doing this.
Thank you, Bill. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to the Green Chair Project.
That may have been the longest flipping I ever had. You guys do an awful lot.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We do work hard.
Yeah, you do. Why don't we start with a real basic question? Sure. I mean, about you, your background, and what this is all about.
Sure. I joined the Green Chair Project in 2020. My background is nonprofit business. So I have a diverse background, which is perfect for me here at the Green Chair Project because we work with over 100 nonprofit agencies, but we also work with corporations and business partners that help us achieve our goals here.
Well, and this is so unique. I mean, we've done a lot of shows with a lot of folks that you even work with.
Sure.
But this idea is just tremendous. Why don't you tell us about this whole operation, how it started, and what it is you actually do?
Sure. So the Green Chair Project was founded in 2010 by Jackie Craig and Beth Smoot, who were both in the real estate business industry and saw people moving out of their homes with extra things that they no longer needed. And they had worked with a church, Eatonton Street United Methodist Church, and had a closet there where they collected all of these things for women that were coming out of incarceration. So they quickly outgrew that closet and moved into a 1,000 square foot building. And here we are today in a 32,000 square foot building where we accept donations every day from the community. The Green Chair Project name is kind of tells our whole story. Green is recycle. That's what we do. We recycle gently used furniture, household items, things that families no longer need. The chair is that Jackie and Beth felt that everybody deserved a chair at the table. Everybody deserved a place to sit down at the end of the day where they could relax and rest. And then project is the community. We cannot do what we do every day to serve families without the community. So community is project, and everybody listening, everybody that is here today that's brought in different items for us to give to families is project part of our name.
You know, what's neat, it's a 32,000 square foot facility, but you look at it, it looks like a retail center, it really does. A furniture store, really.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. Yeah. I mean, the way you have it set up, it's really quite unique. And maybe you could talk a little bit about that, because when I look around, and of course the folks will be watching this on TV as well, it does look like you're in a furniture store, but that's not at all how this operates.
So the most important thing that we've learned over the past 15 years is that we want to give our families choice and dignity. So when you see the vignettes that we have styled here for our families, that is for them to select. When they go online to select their furniture, they have 3 or 4 different vignettes to choose from. Whatever crisis situation, homelessness, whatever situation that they are coming out of, this is a healing process for them to get to choose something that they like, that they want, and is in a style that they like or in their favorite color. Then that is a opportunity for them to have dignity and choice in what they're selecting. What our families say to us is that when they get this furniture after walking into an apartment that's empty, blank, some of them might stay a couple of nights even on the floor with a pillow or with their coat. They say that when the Green Chair Project truck rolls up, they have this tremendous sense of hope, that they know that somebody in this community has cared enough about them to donate their furniture, and that this organization here, which is driven by volunteers, that there are people in here that are curating this vignette for them, and we have truck drivers that are delivering it and bringing it to them. So there's this tremendous amount of hope and gratitude that comes from the families when we show up with the furniture that they've selected.
Well, obviously it's been very successful because you've grown.
Sure.
And I don't know if that's good or bad. Because my next question is the need itself. It seems to be growing, and you do serve a lot of people. About how many? I mean, just kids.
Around 1,200 households a year. That was what we did this past year. The number peaked during COVID. We have seen a decline in the number of families we serve and the number of beds we're delivering because we do feel like we are making an impact. We are serving more families, but we serve probably around 1,400, delivered around 1,400 beds this year to children in Wake County, beds and cribs. So,
Because they don't have it.
Because they do not have a bed of their own. 1 in 30 children in Wake County do not have a bed of their own.
I mean, that's so sad. And,
Yep.
You wouldn't really, when you stop and think about it, I guess we have our lives and we think there's a family support system that obviously seems to be missing there. How do people get involved? Obviously, you mentioned volunteers, and most of this stuff is donated, isn't it?
Yep. So if you want to volunteer, if you want to be a part of that, you can go on the website and there's a volunteer form there to fill out. You're welcome to come by anytime. We're open from 10 to 4. When you're dropping off your donation, we're always here to greet people. But if you are in need of services, if you are watching this and you don't have the furniture that you need in your home to make it complete, talk to an agency partner that you might be working with. If you're working with the Salvation Army or Urban Ministry or we work with over 100 agency partners. And that agency partner can refer you. So families don't come to Green Chair directly. They come to us through a social worker at one of these agency partners that has helped them find their housing.
Well, God bless you for everything you're doing. This is so cool. It really is. Oh, we got more to see. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Ray Marie is hung around for another segment. I appreciate it so much. I mean, there's so much to this facility. I had a chance to take like a little tour of it, and it's big. But you got a system down here, and I just want people to understand it's available here, but also I'm guessing they're probably going, well, I do have furniture. What do you take? What don't you take? What's the need out there?
Certainly. On the website is a list of all the items that we accept and items that we don't accept. What we do is we want to make sure that the furniture that we receive is in good condition. We don't accept furniture that's torn, ripped, may have stains on it. We want what our families receive to be in excellent condition. We want it to be something that they're proud of when they have it in their home. So for this vignette here, for example, is for a family of 4. And so we have seating for 4. We have a sofa, we have chairs, love seats. So we also need the lamps and the coffee tables and the side tables. We provide furniture storage. So we always are in need of dressers. We're always in need of kitchen tables and chairs. And so those are some of the things that we need always and our most needed items. We provide beds for children and adults, but those beds are new. So we do not accept beds. We do not accept headboards or frames, but we provide a brand new bed and a brand new bed frame for each child. So that's why we do not accept used beds or bedding. But we, take dishes and pots and pans. We provide each family with a set of dishes, a set of pots and pans, a linen basket that has enough towels for everybody in the family, and a shower curtain, and down to the shower curtain rings. So we provide everything for them to set up their home and their kitchen and their bathroom.
I noticed back where the volunteers were, as they were packing, they would have like a laundry basket, for instance, and in it were all the things you were mentioning. But they're giving the individuals choices because they're kind of sorted by color and style and all of that stuff. But you stress that too. That's very important. Why do you think that's so important?
So when a family selects their package, our program team gives them a call after that they've selected the package, and they say, "Oh, I see that you selected, package 2442, and I see you like green. Would you like a green comforter for your bedroom? Would you like dishes or pots and pans that match that, or would you like something brighter for your room?" So giving families choice, especially if they have children, what's your children's favorite colors? We want to make sure that they have the things that excite them and make them feel have the comforts of home for them So
What's it like for you? I mean, when you have these families, see, I'm trying to go back in my own, because I've had tough times too.
Sure.
And everybody wants to have a home they're proud of, right?
Sure.
Kids particularly, want a place where they're proud of their home. And these items certainly give them that. So I'm sure they're appreciative, but I'm just wondering, do you have a story you can share about the kind of impact this has?
yes, we have so many stories that families are so grateful to us. We survey our families at 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. And the quotes that we get back from the families and the stories we hear from the families are all, once again, very grateful, filled with gratitude. But the thing that they always come back to is that that table and chair is so important to them, and they will keep that table and chair forever. We have had a family, a mom who brought back a recliner. She had gotten a recliner maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And she bought a new chair for her home, and she brought that recliner back to us. And she said, I got this recliner from y'all 5 or 6 years ago, and I want you to have this back because I know how hard recliners are to come by. And I wanted to put this back in circulation for Green Chair. I wanted somebody else to have this recliner. And, the fact that somebody has that strong of a connection and an understanding of what that chair meant to them or what that kitchen table means to their family. For me and my family, the kitchen table was kind of the heart of the household. It's where everybody gathered in the morning and in the evening. You started your day at the table and it kind of ended your day at the table. And so providing that kitchen table and chairs, is so powerful to so many families. And one time I asked a family, I was like, well, where were you eating before? I see you've been in this apartment for a while. Where were y'all eating? She said, we took turns eating on the steps. And so, for her family to have a kitchen table and chairs, they were so grateful and so appreciative. And it is beyond rewarding to be able to help families in need.
I mean, that's wonderful. You told me a story off camera, and maybe you would share it, because you started here right at the same time COVID.
Sure.
And you told the story about trying to get beds to kids. Would you mind? I mean,
Sure.
I'm
Yeah, it is an impactful period of time for Green Chair. What we learned from families during COVID, we were when we closed, I think it was March 17th or 14th, somewhere along in there, we had 200 children on a list of our Sweeter Dreams, which is our bed program, that families may have furniture, but their children may be sleeping together, or they may be sleeping on a sofa. So we developed Sweeter Dreams in 2017. And so that is just a strictly bed program. So we had over 200 children on a list on Saturday morning that we were supposed to deliver those beds to. And so we were like, how are we going to do this? And we partnered with the YMCA, and they helped us deliver over 200 beds over the next few weeks. And so when we were out delivering those beds to these families, we were meeting families we met a mom who had just had a baby while she was in the hospital. She got COVID. So she sends her 4-year-old down to open the door because she was so sick. And I was like, what do you need? And she's like, I need diapers. And so I came back here and I was like, well, if that family needs diapers, there's probably other families. And so we called the diaper train, and they were like, certainly. So they started bringing us diapers, and we would deliver a box of food from the food bank, and they would hand it back to us and say, I'm sorry, I don't have a can opener for this. And I was like, okay, well, we can bring you a can opener and some pots and pans to heat this up.
that was key, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, you think about free food, but if you can't cook it,
if you can't open the can, you can't eat it. And so those are those little things are what Green Cheer does that just makes that. It just kind of pulls everything that our partner agencies are doing, like the diaper train and the food bank and the agency, whether it was the Salvation Army or Urban Ministries or the Women's Center, any of those agencies that are helping people find housing, which is extremely hard. I mean, they're doing the hard work. They're finding these people houses. They're finding them places to live. They're finding them apartments. And we have the easy job of just bringing in all the things that kind of have pulled together and kind of put the icing on the cake of what they've done.
Well, it's not that easy.
It's not.
It's not that easy, and they certainly could use your help too. And go to the website, all the info's there.
Yeah.
Ray Marie, thank you.
Thank you for helping us tell our story.
Yes, we have one more segment to go. I think it has to do with interior design.
Absolutely.
You do that too?
We do that too. We have an amazing community of designers that help us raise funds for this program.
We need help with that.
Okay.
Maybe they can help me.
Thank
We'll be right back.